What a deck!
Hello and welcome back to What a Deck, the most environmentally friendly Yu-Gi-Oh show. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Praise the Sun, a go-first plant combo deck based around the SunSeed / SunAvalon / Sunvine archetypes. This is brought to you thanks to Patreon sponsor 3Do9, who gave me a choice between this, Tindangle, Pure Live Twin, or Myutant. And this worked the best, so that's what we're doing. Now, if you just want a deck profile, there's a link down in the description to a separate, shorter video. There, I'll just go over everything in here, explain how it works, show the combo for you. Otherwise, in this video, it's 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it works, and hopefully, we'll have a little sun. Alright, here we are, duel number 1 versus Senpai. I never thought I would have to defeat my own senpai, but here we go, and we're going first, which is important, because this deck is a glass cannon. Or should I say a grass cannon? But yeah, it is very fragile. If you, you have to go first, you have to get all your combo pieces, and you can't get hand-trapped. If you get hand-trapped, you're done, son. You're just kinda screwed. If none of those things happen, you could do some pretty cool shit. But if all those things happen, well, you're in for a little bit of a difficult time, like we are. Fortunately, I think we can... No, we cannot, actually. Well, yes, actually, okay. Mrs. Iozi? No. No, I am not that. Okay, we're gonna use this to get Rika Glamour. Because we haven't used this effect, we can use Rose Girl, bring her back to our hand. Gonna go ahead and use this. Do you want to tribute a plant monster? No, actually, not this time. They lost connection. They lost the connection. Damn. Yeah, what we would have done is searched out, there's a level 8 Rika that you can tribute a plant on the field to summon itself and another monster. And then you can make both of them become the same level. And since this is a tuner, we could make them both 3 and we have a level 6 Synchro. Or we could make them both 8 because we have a rank 8 Ixie. And that would be pretty much what we'd be ending on. When you get hand-trapped, this deck has very minimal things it can do. But we still won. I'm going to count that because there's a chance, because of how luck-dependent this deck is, that we end up going like 1 or 2 victories total. I mean, we could also go 10, but it's very, very risky. Of course, it's worth the risk after last episode. We went undefeated. That was neat. But yeah, I'm going to count that one. If we end up getting a bunch of surrenders, I'll do bonus duels or something. But let's go to the second duel and see if I can get a better opponent. Alright, here we are, duel number 2 versus Ass Blossom, which is actually, I believe, a reference to a Yugi poop I made. It's like the most famous thing I've made. My videos haven't gotten a ton of views, but my Yugi poops have gotten a lot. So let's go ahead and use Unexpected Die, because this entire deck focuses around a normal monster. SunSeed Genius Loci. You use that to get SunAvalon Dry Ass. And when this is summoned, you can get a dang old Sunvine Shrine. It's pretty neat, I tell you what. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and normal summon the Rescue Rabbit. And we'll activate that, because that'll get us 2 more SunSeeds. Ooh. We don't have quite the whole combo, but we have a lot of the combo, so it'll still work. Let's go ahead and use Where Art Thou while we have a level 1 monster, and we're going to get Spore, because we already have this extender. This is not the optimal combo, but we can do some stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, and of course, if we get hit by Nibiru, we're dead. So we're gonna use this normal monster to make Sunvine Healer. When this is summoned, you can target a SunAvalon and gain life points equal to the link rating times 300. So 300. We just need that to make our life points slightly higher. I'm going to use those two to make Aromaseraphy Jasmine. Oh, it's a fairy. Look at her doing stuff. We're going to tribute that off. You can tribute a monster this points to. Summon any plant. We're going to get Lone Fire Blossom. Ooh, special. I'm going to use Lone Fire to tribute off the SunSeed loci. Usually you tribute itself, but if we've got a level 3, we're going to go ahead and keep it, because we want to get Mardell. Mardell, when summoned, will search a plant monster, Advantage City, Combo City. And we want to get Laurel. You can special summon Laurel if your life points are higher than your opponent. That's why we made our life points higher. Hey, how's it going? And then we can use Laurel and Mardell to make another Jasmine. And when Laurel goes to the graveyard, you gain 500 life points. And when you gain life points, these two both search. So we're going to get 2 searches, not a hard once per turn. Let's go ahead and get this. And they surrendered. We might end up running into... For someone named Ash Blossom, they didn't have any Ash Blossoms. Yeah, we were going to get both of our Rikas, and then we could use this to finally make... Let's see if I can open it up. Hey, we can. We have the SunAvalon boss monster, the giant tree. Praise the tree. And this is a Link 4 that takes 2 Link monsters. So you can use both of those to make the tree. And the tree searches something we already have, but it's still good to have. I guess we could just make this then instead. Either way, we have 2 Link 4s. We could have made either of them and then popped off even more. This is a long, complicated combo deck. You might want to watch the profile if you want to see everything, because I'm uncertain if I will find an opponent who will allow me to do all of this unrestricted. We will see. Either way, though, let's go ahead into the 3rd duel. Alright, here we are, duel number 3 versus Lord Chaos. And we get to go first again, and I am taking off this helmet because it is very uncomfortable. If you've never worn a helmet before, I would not recommend it. They are heavy, they do a lot, and oh boy. Oh, this is an awful hand. This is... We have like 12 ways to get to our normal summon, and none of these are it. So what we're going to do is set Trick Clown and hope we can't get OTK. This deck, I wouldn't say it's prone to bricking, because basically this deck is a 3-card combo to do everything, and every card in our deck is one of those 3 cards. It basically, like it's a 3-card combo, but it doesn't require specific cards. Or I guess it kind of, you need like the normal monster, but if you draw Rescue Rabbit, if you draw Lone Fire Blossom, if you draw Unexpected Die, all of those get you the normal monster. So we have like 12 ways to get to the normal monster. And then the other parts you need are like a level 4 monster that summons itself out of the graveyard, and any plant, essentially. Just any plant. So, ooh, this is going to be difficult. We probably cannot play through this if we have to do stuff. So yeah, the chances that if you draw 5 cards that you'll get 1 from each piece, pretty high. But occasionally you get stuff like this, where it's like, this is a 1 of, this is a 1 of, we got 2 level 4s, and we got, this can get us to a one of our plant monsters, one of our extenders. It actually gets us like 5 or 6 because we play a whole lot of level 1 monsters in this deck. But you have to control a level 1 monster to activate it. So, unless I have the normal monster, this is kind of useless, unfortunately. And yeah, it looks like they're going to combo off Synchro. So I'm not going to make you sit through the combos. You're going to be watching enough combos as it is. I don't want you to get confused between their combos and my combos. So we'll come back when they're done. See what they come up with. Alright, they came up with Red Supernova Dragon, which I'm pretty sure can just banish all the cards on the field, which would ruin our deck. We need graveyard stuff. Yeah, this deck can occasionally, if you've got a decent hand, play through a whole bunch of stuff. This time, not so much. If this goes to the graveyard, pay 1,000, it comes back. Just once per turn. But it's better to take 1,000 than to take 1,700. But yeah, I'm doubtful if we'll be able to do anything. So I'll probably just skip ahead to duel number 4 unless we Unless we, I'll come back once I get the combo started. If he doesn't just immediately banish things. But I imagine that as soon as I activate this, he's just gonna banish everything? No? Oh, okay. Well, either way, at some point around here, he's gonna start banishing. What is this, when an opponent's monster effect is activated or when a monster declares an attack? Yeah, I don't know if I can get around this thing without activating either of those, and if he banishes my whole field, I'm just gonna be a sad man. Just gonna be Tony Sadness. Although, actually, let me think about it. This might be able to... if he does it now, I might have a chance to come back, perhaps? He's thinking about it. He's got a big thunkery. I said we would be back, and now it's like actually, oh, there we go. Okay. So we get the Sunvine Shrine, right? And then the Sunvine Shrine... Oh, we can only activate if we control a... Yeah, I forget that sometimes. You have to control a SunAvalon, and then you can activate that by discarding a misplayed. Doesn't matter. I am playing SunAvalon. Lol. Yeah, I can't do anything else. I've already used my normal summon. I can't summon anything else, so... What does that mean? It means it's a fragile deck that loses to interruption of any kind. Gotta watch out for that. That's fine. But yeah, we've lost this one. I don't think there's any coming back. We only had the one tree, and if it's banished, we have no way to recover it. And a lot of our combos... We could do other stuff, but it's really gonna... I don't know. Like I said, we'll be back, for real this time. Either in the next duel, or if I happen to do something interesting. Alright, here we are, duel number 4 versus my arch-nemesis player. And we get to go first again, and, okay, we've got access to our normal monster. Assuming this doesn't get Ash Blossomed. It did not. SunSeed, Genius Loci. Oh, we got an extender. Awesome. This usually doesn't come up because it's a one-of that you search as part of a Dother combo, but we could still work with that. So let's go ahead. We're going to make Dryas. If this is summoned using this in the extra monster zone, you get the Shrine. Again, now that we control a Sunvine, we can activate this by discarding Zephyros the Elite, and once per turn, you can activate this to just summon back your SunSeed. Hello. And then the important part about this is that it can bounce back a card, summon itself, and inflict 400. When you take damage, this will summon a Sunvine from the extra deck and gain you back the life points. So this is a way to get a monster on the board, get healer, increase our life points by 300 without having to use anything. And also we can activate this again later in the combo, assuming we get that far. Let's try to go fast enough that we won't have to get that far. So let's make this. Let's go ahead. While we've got 2 level 4s, we'll make Rika. What do we have in the graveyard? Alright. Let's go ahead and detach her to send this back to the extra deck. Then we'll activate this, tribute her to summon our Lone Fire. When she is tributed, the level 4, she could summon a level 6 or higher plant Ixie monster and then attach herself as material. Fun stuff. And now we'll go ahead and... Yeah, we have to tribute itself. No. I'll get to that in a moment. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Let's go ahead and get Mardell. We already have this, so it's just going to be bonus material. Let's go ahead and get a Rose Girl. I could probably do this better if I was thinking more clearly, but I'm trying to go fast because I don't want to surrender. I'd like to actually build my board. That would be nice. Let's go for these. Hacha. No, not yet. That will activate both of these because they gained life points. And because we already used our level 4 Rico, we don't want to go for the level 6. We want to go for this. And World Carrot Weight Champion. Because he's a carrot. Carrots are cool. Okay, we finally get to the point where we can make our giant tree. Big tree. Big tree searches our big trap. And let's go ahead and activate this while we're at it. This will special summon itself. Get SunAvalon Bloom. And then from here, now that we control a SunAvalon again, we could do this. Discard the carrot weight. Carrot will summon itself by discarding that. Oh, I messed something up, but that's fine. See, 3, 4... Oh, do I not have enough? Fuck. I need to think about this. Do I have a shadow in the graveyard? No, I do not. Oh, and I don't have another... Damn, I fucked it up because I was trying to go too fast. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we can summon Spore. We could summon Spore by banishing a level 1, and then it gains the level, it becomes 2. This thing will go ahead and attach Zephyros, why not? I'll explain that in a moment. We're getting to it. That allows us to make the level 6, so we'll go ahead and make the level 6. You see, I practiced all these combos beforehand so I could hopefully do them fast, and now I'm like worried about people surrendering. So we'll set all those. We'll go ahead and make, let's go ahead and just make Sunvine Thrasher, because we have the seed. This can target a Sunvine Link, and it gains attack equal to its Link rating times 800, which makes it 4,000. So here's what we're ending on. This is a monster negate. It's actually kind of an omni negate. Whatever is attached to it, if it has a monster attached to it, it can detach a monster in order to negate a monster. If it has a spell attached, it can negate a spell. Oh boy. Oh wow. Just setting everything. Okay. This might be dangerous. Yeah, so, and when you, during your turn, if you activate a type of card, you can attach that type of card from the graveyard. So what I should have done is when I activated this spell, attach a spell from the graveyard, if assuming I had a spell in the graveyard. I did not. Okay. Normally you do. End of main phase? No. End of end phase? Okay, we're going to go ahead and activate Blessed Winds. This allows you to target a plant in the graveyard, shuffle it back into the deck, and gain 500 life points. We're going to put back Mardell. When you gain life points, this pops a card. So let's get rid of one of these back row. Phantom Knights. Interesting. Interesting if true. I kind of want to save everything just because I have no idea what all these traps are going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll attack this for 2,200. Surely it'll have less than that. There's only one way to find out. While my life points are higher, my opponent cannot target any of my monsters with card effects while this is on the field, which is kind of neat. Alright, Paleozoic Morella. So you shouldn't be able to, if he's got the Book of Moon or whatever, it's not going to be able to activate. Because I have more life points. It's pretty nice. Rise to full height, Backjack. This card is sent to the graveyard. Look at the top 3. Place them on your deck in any order. Okay. Gotcha. So then we're going to attack for 26. Do you have anything? If I get hit by, like, Storming Mirror Force, I'm going to be screwed. Please don't hit this. If they don't hit this, I'm pretty good. Sunvine Shrine? Alright, that's alright. Yeah, that's fine. It sucks to lose this because this is a recurring resource every turn. And then they get to bring back their monster. Or they get to activate Backjack. Okay. We're going back. Jack, do it again. That blocks them from summoning the Morella, though. They got another Morella. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to activate this now while we can. What do we want to shuffle back? I guess just an Aromatherapy, get our extra deck back going. We'll just go ahead and destroy this last one. Yeah, because you don't know how Paleozoics work. They're traps, and then if they're in the graveyard and you do a thing, you activate a trap, you can summon them. Okay. Oh, I should have activated this while I had the chance. Oh, but they surrendered anyway. Yeah, so the neat thing about this trap, not sure if I'll get it out again, when it's activated, if you control a Link 4 or higher plant monster, it's basically like trap stun, but for monsters. Like, it negates everything that every monster your opponent currently controls. So it acts as a monster negate, but it also basically acts as like a skill drain on everything they currently have. So if they have anything on the field, you just be like, no, nothing gets to activate. Or nothing, everything's negated now. So it's very nice that, but it also has another effect because it's a continuous trap. It's, well, let me read this exactly. If your plant link monster battles, you can activate this effect. It gains attack equal to the combined attack of all monsters it points to. So this thing points to all three of these. So you can attack with this, and it has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 88, or 8,800 attack. Very, very big tree. Big tree. Biggest tree. Attacking for all the vegetables. But yeah, hopefully you can kind of see, even though I messed it up a little bit, we ended up with like 3 disruptions on there. We've got a card pop, we've got a monster negate that could have also have been a spell negate, and we've got a wipe, oh, not a wipe, but a wide monster negation. And then this thing can be made with any of the normal monsters, the SunSeed. And if Sunvine Shrine survives, if it's on the field, every turn you can just bring back the SunSeed. So at any point you could just make this and then attack for 4,000. And it's also a Yugioh Guardian. It steals whatever it runs over by battle. Assuming you have link spots to put it in. Which you should. They can't attack this thing and it's untargetable while this is here and it can't be destroyed by... It creates a pretty cool board. Again, watch the profile. I'll explain everything. It's just a matter of, like, how many people are going to sit through online and allow you to create that board. We'll see. We'll see as we go into the 5th duel. Alright, here we are. Duel number 5 versus Matovich. The true Russian powerhouse with the 2-card extra deck. Hey, what's the matter, you? I don't know. I did it. Sometimes improvised comedy doesn't land very well, especially when you've not been trained on how to do that or anything. Never really taken any. Oh, I'm sorry, son. I feel bad if that's normal summon mystical elf. I think you're supposed to set Mystical Elf. Swords of Burning Light. While you control no monsters, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare attacks. If you control a monster, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, destroy this card. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. XD. New to Yu-Gi-Oh? Question mark? Seems likely. I don't know if that means yes or no. I don't know what that means. ... I'm doing a lot of stuff. I got a lot of things, I tell you what. Let's go ahead into this. I feel so... I've never felt more bad for comboing on someone. Ah, a bit. There is a practice mode and AI battles if you want to learn things without facing tough opponents. Just so you know, just in case you are curious. And I already have this in hand, which is unfortunate, but I think I'm pretty fine either way. Ah, ja. Gotcha. Is that a Wheel of Time reference? You're wheeling my time around, son? Let's go ahead and activate this. Let's discard that. I know. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I got a bit of a thing here. Let's not go all the way brutal. Let's not do the whole combo then. Let's just go somewhat. Let's just make the big tree and then end on that, shall we? And then we'll have backups in case we need it, in case something goes wrong, but I don't imagine we'll be needing that. Let's get that one. Let's go ahead into big tree. Yep, we're fine. And then just activate Sunvine Shrine. We'll just pitch the World Carrot Weight since it can be summoned out of the graveyard anyway. There you go. Got two Sonic Racers, I got two running all the time. Well, let's just make one of these. There we go. We did. 4,000. We'll attack the Mystical Elf. This is frustrating. I imagine so. You're done, son. I wish I could help. I don't know how to help you. I mean, I could continue to combo. I don't want to combo. I imagine show. You should look up some deck profiles on YouTube. There's lots of friendly people to give tips and advice. Good for newer players. Oh, shh. Okay. I have to be quiet. Matovich. Oh, Gaga girl. If only you had a Gaga magician you could target. You'd be in a good position. Be able to do a lot of stuff. You could destroy your own mystical elf if you want. That would be neat. Oh, you're going for my Perform Age Trick Clown. Well, that's fine. I'll take 1,000 damage. And he came back. Ouch. Well, I think we might have won this one. I mean, there's a chance he has like a mirror force or something that ruins our day, but I'm going to go ahead and mark down that 5th duel as a win. And we'll see what happens. XD. You got some damage in. I mean, it was damage I inflicted to myself, but you got some in. Let's just make that. I'm gonna have a girl in a dress. She's gonna punch you. Pop, pop. Or not. Or guess she'll just look there. She'll just stand there. And you'll be defeated by your own Gaga girl. See, Gaga Girl's a great card. She attacks for game. It does a good thing. We did it. Let's go ahead to the halfway point. Alright, here we are, the 6th duel versus Cardax. which is, I believe, some sort of online thing where you need to check out your car, make sure that, like, you know, the used car you're buying doesn't have a whole bunch of problems with it. You could be like, send me the Cardax. Yeah, we're making these kinds of puns. Let's go ahead and summon Rescue Rabbit. Let's go ahead and use Rescue Rabbit. Hey, we got some things. 2HF. Thanks. You as well. Maybe talking will keep the people around for longer. So let's go for this. Let's get our Sunvine Shrine. Hey, how's it going? Let's go ahead and activate that now. I'm still learning how to use this deck. Let's see, that'll come back, inflict 1,000, and just like with Zephyros, they will get the damage healed and it'll summon this for free. Trying to make it better as well. Ah. I know this deck pretty well, but it's difficult. Long combos. Sorry for making you wait through them. Alright. So let's go ahead. We'll make this. We'll get that, and we'll tribute it off again for the Lone Fire. You want to do the Lone Fire because you kind of want one in the graveyard. Having a level 3 can help you later in the duel for other stuff, depending on what you have. Where's Mardell? There she is. There's my plant girl, one of many. Just don't time out and lose. I'll try not to. Okay. We have more life points, so we could summon this. This part of the combo is pretty basic. You've seen it a bit. This deck can OTK. I look forward to it. Okay, we'll get both of those. Let's get this. And this. We'll get our 2 Rikas. So then what we want to do, well, first of all, we need to get our Drytron. Not a Drytron. Our I don't know how to pronounce it. The big tree. We're getting the big tree. Summon the big tree, and then we haven't used this yet. So we'll activate this. Bring back our loci. This contribute a plant in order to summon itself. And then when it's summoned, it searches a Rika spell trap. We only play one in the deck, Rika Glamour. Like all the Rika spell traps, you can activate them to do a thing, or you contribute something to do more stuff. So we're going to search this. Oh, we can't, because we have World Carrot Weight in our hand. Normally you can get a Rika and then another plant with the same level, but we only have one other level 4 plant, so we couldn't do that. Which fucks over our combos just a little bit, just a tiny bit. It's fine, though. I think we could still do this. We'll tribute this and summon the World Carrot Weight. And then because a monster was tributed, we could summon this plant. Alright, we got it. Except now we have no way to tribute this in order to get our level 9. So we're not going to make this. Instead, do we have the seed? We do not. I messed up. I messed up a lot. Do we have Spore in the graveyard? We do not. And we don't have a tuner either. I'm in danger. Damn. I have messed up ever so slightly. But that's fine. We can still find a way to recover, I think. We could make this. And they surrendered. Darn, I was hoping by talking to them we would have the ability to do it. Let's look at this. What would we have done real quick? So we could make everything level 8 and then make the rank 8, which we haven't made yet. We'd have that. And then we could either make this or the Link 2, which the Link 2 doesn't really do anything on its own. It's more for another combo thing that I haven't done. So yeah, we'd probably just make this, add back something from our graveyard for next turn, because that'll have more stuff. Although if we could make the Link that you watch the deck profile. I can't explain all the ins and outs to this deck. It's crazy. It has a crazy amount of things. And it's easy to mess up, and it's difficult, but it's satisfying once you learn to play it. Once you get everything onto the field, if you can fight a deck that's like a good OTK deck, a good go second deck, or even another combo deck that can like play through a couple disruptions, you get that like meta style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's two overpowered decks both trying to overpower each other. It can be really fun. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead to the halfway point, even though we're a little past halfway. Well, hello there. I bid you welcome to this, the halfway point. You're probably wondering why I gathered you here. Basically, just to let you know that this website is mostly, this channel is mostly funded by the Patreon. I have limited ads. I only do like one every half an hour. I make sure they're always the skippable ads, because who wants to watch ads? And because of that, I don't make a whole lot of money from YouTube. I make most of my money from the Patreon. So if you like the show, if you've been enjoying it, if you like me playing these weird, goofy decks and experimenting with, like, strange combos, then consider stopping over there, giving me just, like, $1 a month, $2 a month. It helps me keep my house and getting food, like delicious pretzels and water bottles and stuff like that. And it helps me hire the editor, like Wyncrer. Hello, Wyncrer. How are you doing? Hopefully you put something funny on the screen. And there's also rewards. Obviously, this was a Patreon request. Someone donated $75. You can make me play an archetype. You can also get, just for $2, get like the sleeves, the negation, Wyncrer, if you want to put that up there. And there's other rewards for different amounts. If you're $10, you can you can have me help you make a deck. I made this monstrosity. It works. So, you know, I can give some tips and stuff. So there's that. Just wanted to let you know. Thanks for sticking through it. I appreciate it. And let's go back into the duels. Alright, here we are, the 7th duel. The Fighting 7th versus You Mean to Tell Me? And we switched over to the competitive server. I thought maybe I'd have more chance getting my combos off if I was facing a competitive deck. I am worried. Although they're setting some cards, so maybe we'll have a chance? We're not going to be... I mean, they have potentially 3 disruptions, but let's see. We'll normal summon the seed. Are you going to stop my normal summon? No, they're not. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and summon the Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a giant kind of seed. It's being ripped apart, and I think there's an eye in there. Can I summon another one? No, only once per turn. Let's go ahead and activate Where Art Thou while we're here. And let's add the Spore. That was a fun game for about a weekend. Okay, so we make this. Hello there. I would like to search my things. Offer, response, negate, question mark. No, okay. And we've got Parallel Exceed, which doesn't look like a level 4 monster, but it's a level 4 monster, trust me. So what it does is, if you have a Link monster, it summons itself to Link Point, and then if it summons itself, it becomes level 4, and summons another Parallel Exceed from the deck, which also becomes level 4. It's pretty neat, I tell you what. If you got a torrential, you gotta tell me. Are you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop. Oh, we're getting hit with the Dogmatica punishment. Alright, so they're blowing up the Parallel Exceed. That's unfortunate. Normally you make your rank 4 Rika, and then you can use these two to make your dang old, what's it called? You can use those two to make a Jasmine, and then you could tribute off her to get the big negate. Fortunately, oh, we don't control a SunAvalon. Can I make, oh, we can make that. Make another Where Art Thou and take another 4,000. Let's go ahead. It's the only thing we can make at the moment. Let's just do a Nightmare Phoenix. Our one generic. Discard Spore. Let's target this one. What say you? Ice Dragon's Prison? I don't have any other fiends in the graveyard, so all you could take is one of my plants. Or a Cybers. But if he takes Parallel Exceed, it has 2,000 attack. Darn it! Welp. Let's see. And I could summon Spore, but I don't think that would help me in any meaningful way. No, not at the moment. So, I guess we pass. Strong traps for strong times. Too many disruptions for us to handle. And I take 2,000. Yep, so I've probably lost this one, because once you don't get your things going, you just have a bad time. Gonna be beaten to death. Well, I guess I beat that other guy to death with the other one. I switched over to the competitive server. I'm not sure if I had mentioned that. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna probably try a couple more here. See how it works out. I think if I can go first, again, I can make the big combo. And then show off that this deck can actually beat competent decks. And not just people that normal summon Mystical Elf. As it stands, I kind of wish I played another, whatchamacallit, regular SunAvalon. I do not at the moment. We got something else from a SunSeed? What was I going to? Okay. That can go into that. And this is... I have to control a SunAvalon. But it points down. 600. Or, sorry, 800. Oh, I should have activated... Wait, I think I could still do this. I cannot activate that. And Spore will come back and it won't be level 1. Yep, I messed that up. I could have probably tried to do something, although it wouldn't have worked because he probably has more disruption. But I could have tried. Let's see here. Got 2 of those. Let's just go ahead and bring Spore back as a level 2. Once per duel. Yeah, and they just had another punishment anyway, so... It wouldn't have mattered. If you can make a Link 2, basically, and you have this in the graveyard, it can't be in the extra monster zone. It has to be a Link 2 in the main monster zone. Then you can banish this to summon another copy of it. So basically, if you summon one of these, you can get another one, and then you can make a free Link 4 and go into, like, this guy, who's actually pretty decent, and could beat over this and do others and bounce that back to the hand, although that wouldn't help all that much. But I would have something I can do. As it stands, the Fighting 7th kicked my ass, I tell you what. Alright, here we are, 8th duel versus Puck, going with Paper Strat. Let's go! Going first. Can we not get hand-trapped? I would prefer not to get hand-trapped. Let's activate 1 for 1, because that gets us to our normal monster. We are SunSeed Genius Loci. Because I'm a smarty. Let's go ahead for the Dryas, even though we already have the Sunvine Shrine. Because a plant monster went to the graveyard, we can summon this. Let's go ahead and activate this. We must discard that. Let's bring back our Genius Loci while we have the chance. And then we go ahead and activate the Zephyros. Returning that, summoning this, 400, summon, get the Healy Do. Unless... Nibiru? No. Okay. Healer. Healabiru. Yay, I did it. Okay. Aromaseraphie Jasmine. Let's tribute off you. Herald of Orange Light. You're done, son. They had the hand trap. I got hand trapped. There wasn't anything else I could do. Yep. Yep, it's just one of those days. Coming to the competitive server, not a good idea. I think go back to the casual server. Behold! Nightmare Phoenix! Attack! And yeah, this is, if you don't know, this is what's being played by Drytron. Good old Drytron stuff. So I have lost. I have lost a lot. Let's go to the 9th duel. Did this guy just make Black Rose Dragon to blow up my Nightmare Phoenix? ... Couldn't you have just attacked with Rose Dragon and saved the trouble? Like, then you'd have a monster and I would have taken damage. Alright. Rescue Rabbit. It's fine. It's not like I can come back, but I could certainly try. Well. So it goes. So it goes. Yeah, if you choose to include that, Wyncrer, make sure you don't include the audio from the video I was watching in between. Just kind of like, you know, either mute it out or cut around it. Find some way. I believe in you. Alright, normal summon, perform age, trick clown. Attack for 16. They've already taken half their life point, so we got them on a clock. We got them on a clock because they have the weirdest hand, apparently. All hand traps and no gas. Will it hold out? Will we be able to do stuff? If we get, like, World Carrot Weight Champion, I think we could just win. Let's see, what do we have here? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, let's just go another 1600. You got one more chance to draw something. Otherwise, this suddenly becomes a win. For God knows what... I wasn't even paying attention. I was just being polite, letting them play things out. Meanwhile, I was watching videos on the side. And, he's just doing stuff. Doing things. Ah, Fafnir. That has, 2,000. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so I am probably dead now. Most likely. Again, you know, there's nothing I can comment on. I have nothing in my hand, nothing that would work. I don't think I have any chance of doing anything unless maybe I drew one of the SunSeeds or something. Might be able to do something then. Hard to say, but I'm pretty sure this resource engine is just gonna kill me. I mean, unless I can attack over that and they can't make anything. Seems unlikely. But he came back. Hello. If I get another 4, I can make a 2,000 beater. That'd be enough to get over the thing. And I suppose we'll see, though. Only time will tell. Okay, so if I draw... Carrot? Not carrots. 500, 500. Let's see. SunAvalon. Yeah, and I only have the link for one. This is a... Oh, no, wait, this is a SunAvalon. So I could possibly get to the point of activating this if I had to. Normal summon. What's this? Rose Girl? Alright. Rose Girl comes back to hand if I control a plant monster. Neat. Neaty-doo. Neaty-doo. Activate. You're done, son. Yep. That's all I got. That's all she wrote. Granted, you can only do 4,045. It's funny to think, yeah, if I had just topped, granted, I only have 1 carrot weight, but if I had just summoned the 1 carrot weight, I could have won that duel. Unless this is something. Can't imagine what it would be. If it's like an imperm or whatever, that doesn't matter. I just need to attack over the 500. So, surprisingly close for some reason, but probably lost it. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Damn, they moved it to defense mode. My only hopes of winning are dashed. Although they don't have the Herald anymore. 45, 57. Oh, okay, then I'm just done. Alright. Well, we got him down to 800. So there's that. Alright, here we are, 9th duel. Kid going up against Kid. Paper Strat loses again. Am I forever doomed to be scissored? Oh, but we get to go first. And we've got, like, basically everything we could want. Everything we could need. It's everything I hoped for. It's everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. Because YouTube videos don't really get deleted. Not yet. Well, let's see. We'll go ahead and activate our shrine. Discarding that. Same verse as before. Get back the genius loci. Because I'm a smarty man. You do that now. If you've got the clown, then you can wait on activating that until after, because you're not going to bounce this back to your hand. So let's see. We do that, do that. You know where it goes from here. The Aroma Seraphy comes out. Tributes this for Lone Fire. Lone Fire goes into Mardell. Mardell gets us the Aromage. Let's get rid of that. Where is it at? I wish there was like an autopilot function. Just please do this part of the duel for me. I can't be bothered. I've done it many times before. Hello there. It's me. And then if they surrender, usually it's around here. Unless you got a good hand. I mean, they did choose to go second, so maybe they want to break boards. That would be cool. We need one of these, and we need a, let's see here. Actually, let's just go for this, because getting this into the other one doesn't really do... We only need that so we can get into our spell anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's going to work. And let's go ahead and just summon this. So we have it. Yay. SunAvalon Bloom. Good, good. Let's go ahead. Tribute a plant monster. Yes, we're going to tribute the Rose Girl. We're going to add this. And also World Carrot Weight Champion. And this says, if a monster was tributed, you can summon it. And so it works on the resolution of the spell. And that's when having the level 4 comes back. Because now that we have it, we can make this. And we can use this to get a plant back from our graveyard. Like Rose Girl. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's just important for the sake of... Now we can activate this. Tribute this off. Summon the Rose Girl. And then because the level 4 was tributed, it summons the level 9. I think I have explained this before, but it feels like it's been a while. Then we can activate this by discarding World Carrot Weight. That will trigger this, allowing me to attach Where Art Thou to it. Hey, how's it going? We've got 2 3s, so we can go ahead and make the Aromage. That'll search the Aromage trap that we also play at 1. This deck has 12 1-ofs, thank you. And then finally, we can use World Carrot Weight, discarding Spore. Summon it out of the graveyard. Activate this to make everything level 8. And here we go. This is the optimal board. We were finally allowed to make it. We have a monster tribute. We have a monster or spell negate. We have a pop, and then we have a monster negate that also gets us a bunch of attack. Our graveyard is full of stuff that we could use for next turn, or at least it has one thing. Also, we take 2,000 from Where Art Thou. A sad state of affairs, because it means now we can be targeted. And I don't like being targeted very much. Well, let's see. If they have Lightning Storm, we can get that. It's basically the Dark Ruler No More and the Forbidden Droplet that we're afraid of. There we go. Alright. So we can detach the spell from this to negate that. You're done, son. What else do you have? Can I do this now before it resolves? Please? Please? I would like to... I have no optimistic mind. Not a single one. We're gonna be screwed. We're gonna be doom screwed. Although, because of this, I can continue to recycle all the plants in my deck, so they might not be able to deck us out with Mystic Mine. Because every one of my turns and their turns, I could just keep shuffling plants back and gaining more life points. So, this isn't quite game. They have to actually do something. Now, fortunately, or not fortunately, but the thing about Mystic Mine is that they can still activate monster effects while I cannot. So, they can still do stuff. And them doing stuff might put them in a position... Ooh, that hit suddenly. Where they like, Mystic Mine destroys itself. Not this time, though. Okay. So we are just going to take a plant, shuffle it back into the deck. Let's go for Aromaseraphy Jasmine for now. Let's try to get our life points back. And we still got a monster negate that has nothing to do with anything else. This is equally an attack and defense. This is almost, yeah, we're good. We're fine. Who needs to exist? And if we can get... So this stops you from activating effects. But if we get more life points than them, the continuous effect of this. Dark Ruler No More. Oof. Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it exists. Alright, so they're going to do the Dark Ruler No More. Wonder if they're actually playing a hero deck. And again, I have the one negation, so I have to be careful about it. I assume if they activated this, that they're going to try to push for the OTK now. Hey, add a hero. That's... fine? Yeah, go ahead. Add a hero, what can do? Okay, they're going for the Ferris. I think the Ferris on the field is the thing we need to negate, right? They send the increase. I don't know, I kind of want them to have more monsters than me so they can get rid of stuff. Yeah, but I have to negate the Ferris. If they think they can OTK, we have to prevent that now. And then just see what we can do. Unfortunately, normally they can't attack this. This has a thing that says, You can't attack, but it doesn't prevent your opponent from attacking directly. Fortunately, it got negated, but they didn't attack because they didn't want to ruin the Mystic Mine. So let's just keep on shuffling. We'll send that back. I still can't attack or activate anything. I could bring back that. It wouldn't really be useful. There we go. So they might still be able to do something, but now as soon as they get as many monsters as me, I can negate it. Because my monsters come back online once we have the same number of monsters. Mask change. Alright. And now I can't be targeted. That's good. The Dark, so Dark Law. They can't really attack anything. Oh, they can attack over this. Yeah, that sucks. But what you gonna do? They can't attack my tree. They can try, but they're not going to succeed. They will get rid of... Oh, actually, what we can do... Okay, so this can shuffle a monster back or target a monster on the field. Oh, wait, no, it... It can usually get a monster on the field, send it to the graveyard, but I can't do that because I can't send cards to the graveyard. Alright, so let's just shuffle that back. Gain 800 while we can. I should have done that as soon as they activated Mask Change. But they could have made Anki and attacked over just about anything. Yeah, I think we're still good. Let's go ahead. And also pay 1,000 to summon an aroma, which might be... Oh wait, we just put all our aromas back. Oops! Mistakes were made. Let's put back the Lone Fire. There we go. There we go. Yeah. As soon as they get a third monster on board, we can get rid of the Dark Law. Okay, emergency. Yeah, I was so concerned with putting these back because it's good to have Link 2s that you can sort of stack up into. And I forgot that, like, I could have used this to summon those back, and those say while your life points are higher, your plant can't be destroyed by battle. Which would have helped save me if he tried to OTK or try to get over these while Mystic Mine was on the field. Alright, they got Stratos. Are they searching, or are they trying to blow up all my spell traps? They're adding a hero, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Add all the heroes you want. Ooh, that'll be nice. Try to activate the hero. Try to activate Ferris, and then I can detach in order to negate it. And then we'll have equal monsters, and at the end of the turn, your Mystic Mine will be gone. And then... Oh. Ah, they're going into Wonder Driver first. Very tricky. Very witty, Phantom. Wyncrer put Witty Phantom on the field for a second. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you did get my name reference, though, by the way. You check that out. I'm pretty sure most people know what it is. But if not, look down in the comments and someone will... You're not gonna do... Okay. Shuffle it back. Let's... We want to shuffle back the healer. Primura, why not? 500. You're good. I've almost got back as many cards as they do, so there's, again, we're trying to make sure they can't outdo us. This is one of the few times when Mystic Mine is, like, actually kind of slowing the game down to make it more strategic instead of just being boring. Although it is still kind of boring. I don't know, I feel like Mystic Mine would be better if it had, like, a turn counter on it. Like, you could only activate it for so long, and then you gotta do stuff. Oh wait, if they're sitting on Masked Hero Darklaw, are they just hoping that if I have to discard stuff for hand size, that I'll have to send things... I'll have to banish stuff instead of sending it to the graveyard, so I won't be able to... Oh, it doesn't matter now. I'm ahead of them. Oh wait, no, I need one more. Okay. One more monster into the grave, and if they search or anything... Elemental Hero Avian. Alright. Yeah, go ahead. Then increase, contribute that to summon itself. When a monster is tributed, I gain 200. I'm not sure if they know that's what's going on. But while we're here, let's go ahead and get rid of this. I don't want to deal with it. Plus, I don't need this anymore anyway. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have a way to... I have a way to get just about everything back from the graveyard. Okay, so the big thing is just making sure that I negate whatever monster effect can come to try to end my soul. That would be nice. Or that if I can't stop everything that tries to end my soul, that I at least have the ability to... hopefully if they don't OTK me, which is going to be difficult through the 10,000 attack, or 10,000 life points, and I still have this, I should be able to then make a 4,000 beater and get over, like, everything, and steal their shit, and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Dark Fusion. I forget what Malicious does exactly. I don't think I want it, though. Can I negate Malicious? Yeah, it just can't be destroyed by battle. So I think I should be good. I mean, I guess we'll see. Okay, so they're going for the Dark Fusion. I wish I remembered what this card did exactly. I could look it up, but I feel like that would be cheating because you're not allowed to look up stuff like that during... Not be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay, but I could still negate it, I just can't do it. Destroy all monsters with attack less than or equal to this card. Alright. Of course, if he uses all these to make a Link 3, then I can't negate it. And he'll have a lot of attack. Yep, there we go. But it won't destroy this, and this is not enough to OTK me. And then the Mystic Mine won't be destroyed, but it'll be on my side. Let's go ahead. Send one plant. Oh, I should have done this first. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, if we send this to the graveyard, then we would have had equal. But he gets less attack. Alright. Oh, not attacking? Alright. Let's see. Does this say... If you control more monsters than your opponent. Okay. More, but if we control the same... We're good. Hello. I would like to have 4,000, please. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and attack over this. They don't have the Honesty Neos. Do they have some way to protect this? Oh no, increase. Gotcha. And I can't steal it. Oh, I guess because its effect can't activate because we've got less than 3. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, but I don't have more. Okay. This is fine. Also, let's, nah, I think we're fine. We're good. We're good. What can do? You can't blow up my thing, it's too big. Can't blow up my tree, it can't be blown up. Can't attack it either. Granted, I have no more disruptions. Yeah, the tree doesn't prevent you from being destroyed. And I wish there was some way to, like, give them back. You know what, I can start resetting all my disruptions, though. Target one monster in the graveyard, shuffle it back. Let's put that back. There we go. End phase. You're gone. I'll wait till I do that at the end, just in case. Because if need be, I can always bring back, like, Laurel in defense position just to chunk block. Chump block? Or chunk block? I don't know, actually. I know the first couple letters, I don't know what the last ones are. You're gonna deck out at this point. Alright, he summoned some things, and he's going to the battle phase. We could use this chance to get rid of Mystic Mine. They're going to pop that. Alright, I am going to... send it from the field to the graveyard. Gain 500. Nope. Okay, so they destroy that. Okay. Do we just want to... I really just need to get rid of the Mystic Mine if I can help it. Is there some way I could end on... If I could end on 3 monsters exactly. There's... Okay, so if I normal summon this, I can make this. Right? Right. Do I have something I'd like in my hand? No, but I can send that back to the extra deck. Yeah. So let's detach. Let's send this back to the extra deck. There we go. Do we want to activate Trick Clown? No, not yet. So then we can activate this, tribute that, and that'll let me get my big negate back. So there's 2,400. This activates... no, we don't want to activate the other one. And that gets us back. I think we actually want this so we can get rid of his malicious as soon as the turn starts. Alright, and then... Oh wait, 6... Oh, that's a 6, yeah. I was thinking if maybe we could make it with Spore or something, do something interesting there, but no, I think what we have to do is just end on this. Mystic Mine will destroy itself. Finally. Because we have equal number of monsters. Get out of here. And then once it's gone, I can just clear off that. Get out of here. You're good. We're good. Everyone's good. It's a moral assessment. I don't care. We have no disruption, so if they could find a way to OTK us through this, then we're good. But then we're dead. But if not, we have most of our tools ready to attack and do things and come back from all this. Malicious is delicious. Having lots of ham. Eating all the maliciosaurs and they don't know who I am. But yeah, I've seen enough hero combos. You've seen enough hero combos. Let's skip ahead to the battle phase. Alright. They used Dynasty Neos preemptively on their elemental hero The Shining. That's big. And then they get to destroy a card when that comes back. Hopefully they'll go for this and not one of these two. Oh, they're destroying... Okay. Let's go ahead and summon the Queen. Or the Rose Girl. Because we can. Defensive wall. I have all the defensive walls. They must attack these. They can't attack this. So you can't attack, but it doesn't stop you from attacking directly. If you feel like it. Groovy. So I get to maintain all my life points. Which is fun. Most of my life points, which is fun. Alright. Main phase 2. If you activate another goddamn Mystic Mine. No, they're setting a card. Interesting. Alright, and then during the main phase, we're of course going to put this back. Because if we can make it again somehow, we'll be pretty nice. Alright, let's activate this. Summon the SunSeed. Let's go ahead and activate this while we're here. Just get us another thing on the field. Because I might be able to do some stuff with that. Hello, I'm a seed. Let's go ahead and make Thrasher. Thrasher will do this. Let's go ahead... Ah, yes. Because I control more life points, or more stuff, we can summon this. Let's go ahead and make Daphne, finally. Gain 500, just because we can. Oh, and we could do this, too. Yeah, let's... Oh, I misclicked. Oh, well. Finally, we can banish the SunSeed shadow. Target this, summon another one with the exact same. Or an exact same one, but with its effects negated. And then the two of those make this guy, who has a neat effect. You can target a monster, take damage equal to its life points, and return it to the hand. That's a quick effect, by the way. So it's a compulse. We compulsed our way to victory. And just to be certain, let's activate this. And you know what? I'm not convinced that that's not a mirror force, actually. So let's go ahead and summon something in defense position, just in case. It won't matter either way, because what I'm about to do is pretty neat. Let's go ahead and grab another Rose Girl. Because, remember what this does. It lets the Link 4s gain attack equal to all the monsters they point to. And this can't blow up something when something attacks it. So during the damage step, 89. Big Chungo. Nice attempt, mine heroes, but it didn't work out as well as you were probably hoping. I don't think even if you have another, Honesty Neos. So there we go. It took 9 duels and Mystic Mine of all things, but we finally got a good kind of back and forth battle. This deck really can, you know, if it comes to a stall fest, you can recycle everything. It's just most decks aren't going to give you that option. Hopefully, though, if they don't have Mystic Mine, you can see how what we built before would be enough to overpower even most meta decks. And then once you do, being able to do these two is just an ending. And then we have a couple extra things, stuff like this that you can make either in grind games, or if your combos get messed up, like if you already have this, so you don't need to search it, sometimes it can be better to make this guy instead of the giant tree, the tree man. So there's some options and stuff there. I don't know, maybe someone can make it better. I only had 2 weeks to test it. Either way, let's go into the 10th duel. Alright, here we are, the 10th, the final, versus Liege, or Lige. I don't know, I can't tell. And we didn't get our normal monster, and we're going up against a meta deck. So after that long-ass, like, Mystic Mine hero duel that lasted forever, and I got to summon pretty much everything out of the extra deck, some things I got to summon twice, we're pretty much going to be stomped down by something that is going to prevent us from playing. And also we have a hand that we wouldn't be able to play anyway. Let me look at the time real quick. How long has this been going on? About 2 hours. But some of those early ones, I've been waiting around a lot. So let's go ahead and do one more 11th duel. I won't even make you watch any of this. We'll just skip right ahead, and we'll see what happens there. Why am I not dead? Shouldn't I be dead by now? Oh, it can't attack. Huh. They're doing something wrong, right? It's not just me. I mean, I don't know Prank Kids. I never played them. But, I feel like normally they should have a fusion monster. They should have a big Link monster. I don't feel like Bow Wow Bark and Nightmare Unicorn are the optimal end states for a prank kid player. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. But in this case, hey, we got our SunSeed. It's a pity our life points are like way higher than what we want, so we can't do the combos we want to do. Bark! Where art thou? I'm gonna search. I'm gonna do a search for the worst. We're gonna get Spore, because we can. We're gonna summon this, because we can. There's so many things we can do. We're gonna do every single one. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dumb. Bow Wow Bark is running to the moon. Everybody knows that he's gonna be a Zoom. Why am I singing this song all the time? Why are the things that happen in rhyme happening? Ah, he could have battle butlered. I don't know why he didn't. I feel like he could have ended the game by now if he had battle butlered. If he had butlered at battle from time to time, he might have been in a better position. Instead, what we get is a non-battle butler, a waiting butler, a casual peacetime butler. Just a regular old butler who's not a giant gorilla with breakfast. Oh, there he goes. Now he's battling. Yeah, that's the end of the game. Alright, here we are, the bonus 11th duel versus Assam 33, and let's see if we can perhaps do this right this time. We're going first. We have a SunSeed and nothing else really. Not a single extender. Not an extenderino. Not an extender meister. Not an extender and a ding dong. Well, we can still do this. We want to discard that because what's that gonna do? We'll get this back. will increase... Increase our life points. Can we play with this? If I tribute this, I get to summon this and get... Oh wait, I can't tribute it because I don't have any other level 6s. So what I can do is activate this. We'll get her, because the level 6 is only there to search that. And we'll tribute this for these two. We'll make them both level... We can make them both level 4. That doesn't really help us. We'll make them both level 8. We'll summon the Rika Teardrop. And we'll pass. It's not great, but we got something. And this is not completely useless, because again, it like the bigger tree, it can't be... Oh no. This is a powerful deck. It's weak against hand traps and stuff. I don't think it'll be as meta as people seem to think. However, it is, it's more than enough. It could deal with this pretty easily. If this card is normal summoned, you could target one card, banish it, then immediately after this effect resolves. What are they banishing? My seed? Immediately normal summon a winged beast. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. My seed! I need that. Alright, add one level 4. Okay, you're getting more stuff. You don't have any banished. Immediately normal summon. Get it? Immediately normal summon. Normal summon. Normal summon. Big. While you control this, your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summoned monsters in attack position. Well, unfortunate. I didn't know. Well, I mean, they can't beat over it, so there's that. But they can conduct 3 normal summons, which would be good if I had anything left. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I may be lost. Maybe a bonus 11th duel wasn't the smartest idea. Making all the stuff, making all the things. Where arf? Okay. What will you search? More of these. Why not combine with, I guess they can't special summon for the rest of the turn. Or something like that. Yeah, you can't beat over my things. Haha! I have more life points now. 2 defense. Activate. Get rid of you. Can you negate? I think your thing just negates summons, if I'm not mistaken. Immediately normal summon one. Okay. And then your opponent can normal summon 3 times. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. Change all monsters to face down defense position. Alright, and then a barrier statue of the Stormwinds. But I'm pretty sure I can, like, normal summon this. Oh wait, no, I can't make, yeah, my thing isn't wind. They're earth. I've never had to look at their attributes before. I don't have any winds. Alright. So... I guess we'll just attack into the one with the least amount of attack. Make sure we take the least damage. Alright. There you go! I wish I had summoned this here, because then I would have gotten 8, but I wanted to be able to summon the, something else if I take any damage. I'm not sure if I'll be able to take any damage. Only time will tell. I mean, they've got a lot of monsters on the field, but they don't seem to have anything they can make with them. Which is what you want to do. Also, don't you have a counter trap that stops me from special summoning? It seems a little overkill to have 2 cards that do the same thing. Probably want to have just one or the other. Just one thing or the other thing. Or the other thing or the one thing. Or the hip, hop, a hip to the hop. I wish I had world carrot weight champion right about now. In 1900, I'd show ye. Bury ye statue of the storm ye winds. Terraforming, alright. It's gonna get another one. Defense mode. Defense mode. Everyone go to defense mode. Can't attack me. Alright. Hey, rescue rabbit. That has 300, which can't get over anything. So we'll go to attack. We'll attack over that. I'll get my damage in. Neat. And then we'll rescue my rabbit. And then you can immediately tribute summon if you feel like it. One card in either player's graveyard? Okay, I don't really care all that much. Banish that so they can get it back? Okay. We'll banish that. We'll get our other 2 SunSeeds out of the deck. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. If we make Daphne, then we can banish Shadow to summon the other Daphne. And then we can make our Link 4, which will let us just bounce whatever they summon back, because we've already got that. Although it can't go to defense position. And that was already an attack position. So yeah, I think we're pretty good for now. We've still got a special surprise that'll do stuff later. We can negate something for one, so if they try to summon anything other than the big one... Actually, even if they summon something, I could just negate everything they currently control. You want to have them with monsters in attack position, though. That would be nice. Okay. None of these banish when they leave the field, which I guess is good, because we don't really want them to. They're stuck. I'm surprised they don't play like the Lyra-Loose Ixies to clear up some room. That seems like something you'd want to do. Okay. This is so powerful. It can summon all the things. And like, what can you do with those things? Which one are you going for? That? Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to use that here. You're done, son. Everyone negated. End of the main phase. Yeah, we're good. Okay. The question is... Okay, we can bring back... I need to try to make my way into this. So what we can do is... activate the Sunvine Shrine. Bring back Loci. Loci and the little tree will make Jasmine. Normal summon Trick Clown. Tribute off the Trick Clown in order to summon... what do I want? Spore? Um, 4, 5, 6. I don't have any level 2s. Damn. I think what I need, yeah, just carrot weight. Carrot weight, and then Trick Clown. Summon Trick Clown. There we go. We can make... Oh, I should have got... oh, wait, no, I can't make... I would have to send away one of my things. So we'll get that back. We'll detach Carrot. Aw, and they surrendered! Yeah, so we can detach Carrot in order to get back any plant from our graveyard, then discard that plant to summon Carrot. Carrot and this make the other Jasmine, and then together they make the big tree, the one that points to all these, and then I can attack for a lot of damage, just a big attack chungus damage. It'll be a fun time. So yeah, I guess that final duel wasn't all that bad. We ended up winning anyway. So let's go ahead onto the end screen and I'll give my final wrap-up thoughts. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Praise the Sun went 7-4, a 6-4 if you don't want to count that bonus duel. Although even some of the duels in the first 10 had, some of our wins had asterisks on them. We had a lot of surrenders. This is honestly something kind of borderline what I would call a dumb deck. It works very well, but not really for this show. People on YGOPro kind of want casual duels. They don't want to sit around for really long, involved combos. It's a bit linear, but it's also not completely linear. There's a couple other little options and points you can get there. It reminds me in a way kind of DDD, although that I think had a little higher ceiling and a little lower floor as well. But still, it's fun to experiment. It's fun to try these new things. I didn't think it worked out. Let me know in the comments. Maybe you enjoyed this episode. Maybe you'd like to see more combos. Let me know. Either way, thank you to 3Do for having me do this. It was an interesting experience. Next time, I've got a request to work on either Super Heavy Samurais or Mech Knights. So one of those two, whichever I can get working better. Look forward to that. And until next time, good luck and have fun. Hey, before you make like a tree and leaf, let's take a moment to praise the patrons for their help, especially the high-tier patrons who shine down on this channel like rays of golden sunlight. Their names are Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Yami, 01503, Austin Glover, BV King, Chris W., Death's Dancer, Mark Jackson, Montry, CD Games, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, Diotic, Matt, Muffin Fiend, Nathan, Nerozard 22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin, Quintingent, Reaper X 121 Death, Tayo no Kitsune, 329, Trevor F, and Weirdest Hickory. If you'd like to join them and plant your seed of support, click the Patreon link on the screen or down in the description below. Every little bit helps. Today's secret question of the day is, do you like complicated combo decks, or do you prefer when things are a little bit more simpler? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.